Have you used such kind of paper, that is A4 size photocopies Xerox paper? If you use this, then you should know what is the source of this paper. From where did you get it? You obtained this paper from stationery, and stationery person obtained this from the manufacturing unit or factory, and the factory manufacturer obtained this kind of paper by utilizing waste newspaper or some pulp from plant source. So the right word and the last word, that is source. So what is the meaning of source? That is information or object or subject or material or good which obtained from that particular place is simply known as a source. Hello friend, welcome to the channel Pharmacy Dictionary. In today's lecture, we are going to study about the different sources of drug with their respective example and their respective use. As I have tried to explain you, source is a place from where which we get something, that is called source. But if we talk about the drug or medicine, right now let me clear it, the difference between drug and medicine. We are talking about drugs. Drugs means raw form, unfurnished form. The form at which it available naturally initially is called drug. So from where we get different types of drug? Have you used some kind of Ayurvedic product? The source of Ayurvedic product is obviously most of the case plant source. Have you used gold as a medicine in Chyawanprash like Sona Chandi? So where from we get the gold? From mineral source. Have you used cod liver oil? From where you get the cod liver oil? Obviously from the liver of cod fish, that is obtained from the marine source, and actually is also from the animal source. So there are so many sources from which we can get the drug. Now in this video we will conclude about them. First of all, let's study about the animal source. If we are getting any drug, any medicine or any form of therapeutic agent from the animal, either directly or indirectly, that is considered as an animal source of drug. For example, first and most important example is insulin. What is insulin? Insulin is a hormone which gets secreted by the beta Langerhans of pancreas in everyone's body. But due to some deficiency, the beta cell of the pancreas is not able to synthesize or produce sufficient quantity of insulin. In some autoimmune case, that is completely destruction of beta cell. So the person will have zero amount of insulin. And if the insulin amount is very less or zero, the level of glucose will start to increasing, and that condition is known as a hyperglycemia, or in simple language that is considered as a diabetic mellitus. So to treat that particular person to overshoot the glucose level, we need to give him either oral hypoglycemic agent if the amount of insulin secreted by pancreas is less, but it is anyhow secreting. But in case of those persons who have completely lost their pancreatic function, must give insulin, and this insulin is basically obtained from the pancreas of different animal like bovine and bovine. So this is a source of drug. Now next, moving the word, that is heparin. Heparin is example of anticoagulant. Suppose there is some problem inside the blood vessels, either it may be capillary or different types of vessels, and that blood get clot inside the vessel. So we will have so many difficulties, we may have so many complication about this because of that particular clot which have been taken place inside the blood vessels. That may stop the flow of blood. If the clot is present inside the brain, there may be a brain stroke. If the clot is present in the coronary artery, that may cause shock, that may cause heart attack, that may cause anginal pain, and so any other example. So to dissolve that particular blood which has been clotted by known or unknown reason, we need heparin. So heparin is obtained from the animal like leech, and this is used to dissolve the particular blood. Next one is gonadotropins. Gonadotropins are basically an important hormone which are having responsibility for the development of primary as well as secondary sexual characteristic respectively in male and female. It helps to production of sperm and ovum in respective manner. So if there is some difference between the quantity and desirable quantity, we need to give this gonadotropin which are obtained from the animal source. We will see later on. The next one is thyroid extract. As you know, our body is made up of different endocrine as well as somehow an exocrine gland. But right now we are talking about the endocrine gland. In this endocrine gland, the thyroid hormone is very important for the manufacturing of thyroid T3 or T4. In some case, there is deficiency of this thyroid hormone, either it may be T3 or T4. To balance that particular desirable hormone, we need to give the thyroid from external source, and that thyroid which you are going to give from external source needs some source, and that source is called thyroid extract from any animal or some object. Coming to the next one, that is anti-snake venom. To reduce the poisonous effect of snake bite, we need anti-snake venom that is also obtained from the snake. So to dissolve that particular poisonous effect, we need poison again in a controlled manner, in a controlled dose. So these all are example of animal source as a drug, just for example. Coming to the next source, the mineral source, that is also an important source. All drugs which are obtained from minerals are called as a mineral source. Example of minerals are liquid paraffin. This liquid paraffin are very much useful in pharmaceutical sciences. In case of pharmacology, we use it as a laxative agent, but in case of pharmaceutics, we use this for the preparation of so many different ointment, cream, base, etc., etc. And coming to the next one, that is magnesium sulphate. Magnesium sulphate is basically used to complementary supplement as a deficiency of magnesium in blood, or in case of tremor, epilepsy, we also use magnesium sulphate. Next one is iron. Iron is one of the most important constituent of our blood, that is useful for the manufacturing of that particular agent which used to carry the hemoglobin, which used to carry the blood, which used to carry the oxygen from themselves. So to balance the requirement of blood supply, it is very important. These different forms are very important, ferrous form and etc., different types of form. So these are important, which get from the earthy source. Coming to the next one, that is aluminium hydroxide. If you have ever faced the problem of acidity, heartburn, then you must have used aluminium hydroxide. This aluminium hydroxide along with magnesium hydroxide used as a antacid, which is used to antagonize the acidity just because of over secretion of gastric acid. That means naturally, by chemically, it is base, and this aluminium hydroxide is obtained from mineral source. Next one is gold. As you have seen, we use gold. This gold is having so many different properties, either in as such form or in bhasma form. So this gold is used to increase the immunity, increase the immune system, provide your body as a protective manner. So this gold is obviously obtained from the earthy or mineral source. The next one is radioisotopes. Radioisotopes are nowadays emerging as a vast source for the pharmaceutical point of view, radio pharmacological point of view. Say these radioisotopes are used for the diagnostic purpose mainly. We have to use the particular target site for anti-cancer drug, and to find out the exact location of cancerous cell, we must need or we should use this kind of radioactive agent, which can be used for the diagnostic purpose, which can be used as a marking agent. Now coming to the next source of drug, that is microorganism. Very soon we are about to start the microbiology in our main channel, that is Solution Pharmacy. In source of microorganism, there are so many examples from your daily life. We use curd, and you know it very well that how curd is made from. The curd is made from milk by using a bacteria is called lactobacillus. So that lactobacillus convert milk into a curd, and that curd can be used as a digestive agent, which is used to prevent the different type of bloating and discomfort of stomach. It used to help the digest the food. That is why it is a source of drug. And other form of antimicrobial agent, it is used by developed by only from microorganism. So the different types of antibacterial agent are basically obtained from either bacteria or from fungi, and this bacteria and fungi are obviously example of microorganism. So let's take an example of well-known antibiotic, that is penicillin, which was a serendipity discovered by Sir Alexander Fleming, is example of drug which is obtained from microorganism. Along with penicillin, there are so many other examples like cephalosporin, tetracycline. These are example of antibiotics. Now there are some other example like enzymes too. Apart from enzyme, there are some different chemicals like erythropoietin that are also derived from some kind of different microorganism source. Now coming to the human. See, there is a slightly difference between animal and human. We are also a social animal, but specifically from the human source we obtain few kind of drugs. These are immunoglobulin from blood. In this pandemic condition, you know it very well that in some country there is a plasma therapy going on. So this plasma therapy, that means immunoglobulin, which is obtained from the blood of particular patient who have already affected from the coronavirus and get cured. So his body already made different kinds of antibody. To use that antibody, we need some blood, we need some serum, and that is obtained from immunoglobulin. We can say this is all antibody obtained from the blood of human being. Now next one is the growth hormone from pituitary gland. Our pituitary gland, anterior pituitary gland, produce different types of hormone, out of which a growth hormone is important, which is used for the proper growth and development of human body. In the deficiency of growth hormone, the growth will be retarded, and to counterbalance that condition, we need growth hormone from external source. So the growth hormone can be obtained from the human volunteer. Along with this growth hormone, we also get the gonadotropins from the urine of pregnant women, as I have said in case of animal sources. Gonadotropins are most of the case secreted with the urine from the pregnant woman, and we can use that urine after purifying to obtain or to extract the gonadotropin, and that may be used to develop primary and secondary sexually characteristic in a woman who is having deficiency of this one. Now coming to the next one, that is synthetic compound. Synthetic compound means these compounds are not obtained from the natural source, although they are synthesized from a laboratory. They are synthesized by utilizing different alteration in their chemical sequence, by using structural activity relationship or computer aided drug design, by manufacturing or modifying the sequence of any chemical component. Now example, these are analgesic. Analgesic are those drugs which are used to inhibit the sensation of pain for short-term beings, like analgin, novalgin, nimesulide. These are considered as an analgesic drug. Now hypnotics and anti-cancer drug. Hypnotics are those drugs which used to cause calmness, but with inducing sleep. You should underline this word, with inducing sleep, and these are the chemical component. The next one is anti-cancer drug. Those drugs which are used to kill the cancerous cell or which are used to inhibit the growth of that particular cancer cell are called anti-cancer drug. Few drugs are obtained from plant source like vinca alkaloid. We will see it in the next whiteboard section of this particular video only. And few drugs are made in chemistry laboratory. So coming to the next source, that is genetic engineering. This is nowadays a charming place. We can say this is one of the star in drug discovery strategy or from source of drug, but it is under developing condition. It is not fully explored. So we need to wait for some time. The genetic engineering is very important. What is the meaning of genetic engineering? It is a process to alter the sequence of gene or modify the gene or replace the particular faulty gene with a good one gene. That is completely known as the genetic engineering. Engineering means manipulation of the sequence. Which manipulation? Manipulation of gene. So this is called genetic engineering. By utilizing genetic engineering technique, we have obtained insulin, because how long we will sacrifice the animal to get insulin? How many animal will be killed or sacrificed just to obtain few drops of insulin? That is not practically possible, and the demand of insulin is getting increasing day by day. To just supply the demand and to prevent the animal, we need some alternative, and that alternative came from the biotechnology, and that is called as a genetic engineering. So after getting insulin from genetic engineering technique, we can also get growth hormone in the place of human, so that it will be easy and comfortable to produce in a large scale. Apart from the growth hormone, erythropoietin is a specific chemical used to synthesize the, or we can say which is used to start the synthesis of erythrocyte red blood cell. So erythropoiesis is the process of formation of red blood cell, and to start the erythropoiesis we need some chemicals like erythropoietin. So this erythropoietin can be used for the development or growth of red blood cell, and that is obtained from biotechnology source. Now next source of drug is hybridoma. I have already discussed all these points in detail as per your syllabus in our main channel, that is Solution Pharmacy. You can visit that channel, and the link for that channel is already given in the description box of this particular video. So what is the meaning of hybridoma? Hybridoma means is a hybrid. To collaborate two different things and to make a desirable product is called hybrid. You have seen a banana, that is a natural banana. In ancient banana, you can say this is desi banana. Actually, in that particular type of banana there are so many seeds, but in artificial biotechnology derived or different kind of hybrid banana, you will not find any seeds on that. So this is called hybrid. Example of hybrid technology is monoclonal antibody. If we want to develop a specific type of antibody for a specific type of antigen, then we must enter this specific antigen into the body of rat. that rat will recognize this antigen and will start to produce different kind of antibody which is directly related to that kind of antigen, because antigen is specific for antibody and that particular antibody must be specific for that antigen which you have entered inside the body of rat. So after some time, after confirming that the rat is produced so much good quantity of antibody against that particular antigen, we will respectively sacrifice that animal and isolate the antibody from its spleen. This is called hybridoma technology and I have explained it in so detail in our main channel. The next source and the last source but the most important source is plant source. If you see the drug, if you see the content of drug, like I have this is balm, this is Himalaya pain balm. In the constituent of Himalaya pain balm, all constituents, most of the cases, 99.9% are derived from plant source. So plant source are very vital and very important source as for the drug point of view. So in plant source we can consider alkaloid, glycoside, oils of different types, either volatile oil or either fixed oil, or tannins and different kinds of resin. These are so important. Now we have to study about executively, specifically about the plant source. So let's continue this plant source in this video only in next whiteboard. Please be continue with us. Now we are going to study the plant as a source of drug in full detail. Please allow me to show you some example which represent the source of drug as a plant. First of all, I would like to show you, this is a plant. This is known as a kalmig in Hindi. This is very vital drug for the liver problem. It is used to cure the liver cirrhosis. It is also used to cure the liver problem like jaundice and different fatty liver also. This is very good remedy for the dengue and malaria. It is really very important for the treatment of such kind of liver problem. Apart from this plant, we have so many other plants. This is called allspice. This allspice plant and its leaf is very useful for the fragrance purpose. If you crush this leaf, then you will find the fragrance of clove and cardamom together. So this will use as a decongestant, nasal decongestant, and if you rub this and extract the oil of it or extract the juice of it, then you can apply it in a little bit part of nose so that you may get relief from the congestion due to common cold and cough. So next plant is Hatjod. You have seen this in your garden, in botanical garden. This is called Hatjod because as you can see, there are so many joints in this plant. So it is used for the treatment of fracture or bone breakage. If your bone has been broken or there is small hairline fracture, then the extract or paste of this particular plant is applied over the particular part and your bone will recover faster as compared to the normal situation. Apart from that, we have another plant. This is also Hatjod, but it is without leaf. So you can use both of them. Next plant is very important. This is Vinca rosea, and from Vinca rosea we usually obtain vincristine and vinblastine, and these two constituent, vincristine, vinblastine, are potent anti-cancer drugs. These are very useful plants which are available in almost everyone's house. This is called Sada Bahar in Hindi language. Now coming to the next one, this is, you know it very well, I don't think I should tell the name of this plant. This is aloe vera. In almost every cosmetic preparation nowadays, aloe vera is playing an important role, not even in cosmetic but also for the healthcare as a nutraceutical to reduce the weight and other burn, sunburn, etc. etc. This is very vital for the treatment of skin disease, skin disorders, different types of all. Coming to the next one, this is bryophyllum. In Hindi, this is called patthar chatta. That means we can grow the complete plant from its leaf itself. This is used for treatment of kidney stone. Very vital drug for the kidney stone, and you have not to go anywhere. This will available just nearby yourself. So this is very important source as a drug. Coming to the next one, this is the queen of drug right now. In this pandemic situation of coronavirus, everyone depending upon the giloy. So this is the leaf of giloy, and this is a small instruction that you have to use the giloy if your liver is not working properly, but only under the supervision of Ayurvedic practitioner or any other medical practitioner. So this is giloy, a very good vital liver tonic. Apart from giloy, this is a common plant leaf. This is tulsi leaf, and there are so many, I can say thousands of use of this particular leaf. This is used for the relieving in the congestion of cough, cold, throat disorder, throat irritation, dental pain or mouthful or any each and everything we can use the tulsi leaf. So these were some example of plant. Now we have so many other example of plant and their respective part which are used for the therapeutic point of view. Let me explain you some basic example of this plant source. I have made a rough diagram of plant. We can say we have to study the different parts with respect to their use and respective example. This is the root. Root is a very important part of plant. From root we can get different drugs like satavari, ashwagandha, sharpagandha, etc. From the bark part we can obtain cinchona, which is used for the treatment of malaria, and cinchonine is quinine also used as a treatment of malaria, and quinidine is also used for the treatment of different cardiovascular problem. Coming to the part leaf, as I have shown you, there are so many plant which leaf are useful, like tulsi leaf, like neem leaf, etc. Next one is flower. The rose, which is used as a rose water, can be used in many cosmetic preparation. Fruit like opium. From opium we can derive opium and morphine also. From seed we can derive so many like fennel, cardamom, etc. So these were some basic example which represent the plant as a main source of drug. Now coming to one by one, plant are the most important source for the different drug, and if we combine or if we classify the drug according to their chemical nature, we can classify into alkaloid, glycoside, oil, resin and gum. So let's start one by one. First of all, alkaloids. The example of alkaloid are cinchona. From cinchona bark, it is a bark of particular plant. From cinchona we obtain quinine. Quinine is a specific and potent anti-malarial drug. From cinchona only we get quinidine. Now next is opium. From opium we can derive morphine, which is a very potent analgesic drug, and from vinca, that is obtained from vinca rosea plant, we can get vincristine and vinblastine, as I've showed you the plant, and from that we can use the anti-cancer drug. We can derive anti-cancer drug vincristine, vinblastine from vinca rosea leaf and other part. Next one is glycoside. The example of glycoside is digitalis. From digitalis we obtain digoxin, and trust me, digoxin is a very vital drug for the treatment of congestive heart failure, and in case of the opium, which is very important painkiller, and like digitalis, it is very important for the treatment of congestive heart failure. Next one is senna. Senna is very important leaf from which we get sinucide, and the sinucide is used in the treatment of constipation as an irritative purgative. Coming to the next one, that is oil. There are different types of oil. First is fixed oil, the oil which cannot be get evaporated at a room temperature. Castor oil, which is used in the treatment of constipation, that makes stool soft and lubricated. Olive oil, which is an important source of omega-3 fatty acids. Then cocoa butter, which is used in the preparation of different cosmetic products. Coming to the next class of oil, that is volatile oil. All those oil which get evaporated at the room temperature are known as a volatile oil. Example of volatile oil: lemon oil, eucalyptus oil, peppermint oil, and ginger oil, fennel oil, cardamom oil, clove oil. These are so very important drugs which are used in different preparation in medicine and other parts. Example, clove oil is used for the treatment of dental pain. It is a potent analgesic. The lemon oil, eucalyptus oil, peppermint oil, ginger oil, fennel oil are used as a carminative. Carminative are those agents which are used to get relief from the stomach ache or discomfort in stomach or release the gases. These are used very importantly. Next is they are also used as a flavoring agent. As you have seen in many preparation, that is a cardamom flavor, so they can be used as a flavoring agent also. Coming to the next, that is resin. Resin are of different type. First, oleoresin. The examples of oleoresin I will explain you later on. So the oleoresin are used for the tapeworm infection. If someone is having infection due to tapeworm, that's called worm itself, it is used for the treatment of that particular infection. Next one is gum resin. Example of gum resin is asafoetida, that is also known as a hing in Hindi. These are so important carbonative and is used in the food or vegetable as a spice. So these are very important and used as a carbonative as well as antispasmodic. If you are having spasm in your stomach, then asafoetida will give you the relief from this particular spasm effect. Next one is balsam of Tolu, that is used as an expectorant. What is the meaning of expectorant? Expectorant are drugs which are used to expel the cough from the lungs. There are two types of cough remedy. First one is suppressant and the second one is expectorant. Suppressant will suppress the cough itself and the expectorant will dilute that cough, reduce its viscosity, and we have to remove it out easily. So expectorant which expel. This balsam of Tolu is used as an expectorant, and balsam example is benzoin, and the benzoin is used as a astringent and expectorant too. As I told you, expectorant which expel the cough and astringent are those agents which precipitate the protein. So these are used in very important manner for different type of medical preparation. Coming to the next one. Now next is a gum. Example of gum are gum acacia, gum tragacan, guar gum, and these are used as a binder in case of tablet, and they are also used as a suspending agent. The last one is tannins. Example of tannins are harda, amla and behra. In general life we use this kind of harra and behra. These are very important constituent or part of the powder which is used as a laxative like kayam churn and kabz har, etc. They are used to irritate your colon so that you may easily pass or expel the bowel movement. That is used in the treatment of constipation. So these were some important example of plant source. I have concluded in a very short. You will get detail after some time about this kind of sources of drug. So friend, that's all for the day. Thank you very much for watching this video. Now let me explain you the reference of today's lecture. I have used two books, P. Jagdish Prasad and Lippincott for this topic. If you want to take a screenshot, you can have screenshot after some time. I will bring it away from this whiteboard section, and please do not forget to give your feedback in comment box. That's all for the day. Thank you very much for watching this video. Namaskar again.